Hey, Peter here from the Tin Man. Today we're going to talk about pellet vent. Alright, so first up, pipes. Pipes come in a various lengths. So we have, this brand in particular is ICC. There's many manufacturers out there that make pipe. We choose to go ICC because it's one of the best quality pipes out there. And it's pretty unique. So it actually has a self-sealing vent. So we have rubber gaskets inside of here that seals. So pipe lengths come in a variety of lengths and different purposes. So I'll show you that in a second. So we've got our galvanized coating pipes, stainless steel inside. So all pellet vent, usually everything's all stainless steel. We have black painted pipes and we have our galvanized coated. So our black painted pipes are designed, come in the same lengths, but they are just designed more for inside applications where you can see your pipe. So coming off the back of the stove, up and then out through the wall. Our galvanized coated pipes on the outside is a Galvalume. Basically what this is for corrosion resistance for outside. So for typical installation will be going through the wall and then up the outside if there's a vertical rise. So those are our galvanized pipes. We have different kinds of special links. So with our pipes we have our 1 foots, we have little 5-inch pieces, we have 2 footers, 3 footers, 16-inch lengths, 4 feet. So some companies out there make 5. So there's lots of different applications. So be sure to check with your venting manufacturer to see if you can get something that you need. You also cannot cut these pipes. These pipes are specific lengths. So you don't have to worry about having to try to hack these off because it's extremely hard. So there is different lengths out there. This length in particular, this is a clean out length. So in certain applications you might find that it's very hard to clean certain sections of pipe, so to get your brush in there. So this section actually comes off here. Inside there's another stainless steel door that's inside the second layer that's in here, and basically what it is an option for to put a foot long length in that we can add a clean out section either vertical or horizontal. So that's pretty cool. The other sections that we have, and these are the number one thing that our installers love. These pipes look just like the other pipes. So our regular pipe that's here. This is actually a slip joint. So what I was talking about earlier where we didn't have to cut off our pipes, this will actually slip over the end of another pipe and adjust. I won't push this down on over this to show you, but it'll actually go right here. I don't want to push it past the gasket right now because we're not installing it, and normally what we do is we would like to soap these up a little bit to make them slippery, slide it on and then screw it on. But basically this pipe will actually come on here, go on over, and it'll slip all the way down to about right there. So this one gives us a little bit of an adjustment. These slip joints come in various lengths as well. We can actually have these in like 5-inch lengths, 12-inch lengths, 16-inch lengths. So it gives us the ability to make the pipe itself telescopic. Okay, so here we got elbows. Elbows, 90 degrees, 45, very basic. So 45-degree angle, and we have a 90-degree angle. So again, these are also double-lined, stainless steel inside, galv outside. You can also get these in black painted as well. Basically, your 45s are for changing your angles when you need to meet like offsets or whatever you're going up through a house. Your 90s typically out through the wall. One of the nice things about, they also make intricate elbows. So this looks just like our regular 90-degree elbow. See? This one though, however, has an incorporated slip joint. So just like our slip pipe that we had earlier, this has a slip joint, so this will actually give us that adjustability so we can move up or down to be able to make sure that we're getting the exact fit to go through that hole. So what works well for this is if you have an existing hole that's there, say you're replacing your old pipes that are there and you're putting on a new pellet stove and you want to get it perfect. This will give you that adjustability on the length of your pipe, so a pipe can go in there. One thing to keep in mind with adjustable lengths, by the way, too, you cannot put an adjustable length over an elbow, so they won't actually go through. One of the things that we don't have here right now either, and another special elbow that's out there, is a clean-out elbow. Clean-out elbows will be as an elbow with an actual door here on the back. It's got more of a straight 90 kind of feel to it, but it has a door on the back where you can actually clean down through or clean out through. So that's a great tool as well to be able to help facilitate cleaning. All right, next up, the T's. Probably one of the most important pieces. We like to use T's off the back of our stoves. ICC in particular, what they do is they actually have a stove adapter built right into this particular T. So this is what we call a stove adapter T. T's come in a variety of different sizes and shapes. So we use 4-inch pipe. So I should have mentioned earlier in the video, pipes usually come in pellet in 3 and 4-inch. We like to use 4-inch here in our area. We find it gets better for service, so we don't have to worry about the pipes plugging up as quick. So it gives us more surface area, and we like it better. But this one in particular, it's a 3-2-4. Most stoves out there on the market have a 3-inch vent off the back. This one in particular connects directly to the back of the stove, so there's no additional stove adapter needed to connect to the stove. This T can also be a T that's a 3-2-4 increaser T that can also connect to a short 3-inch piece of pipe, as some stoves in the back are offset, so you cannot put this T directly on the back of some stoves. Good example of that would be like a Harman P43, P61, P68. Those series, they have an offset hopper in the back. So you're going to want to take a different kind of a T for that. This one won't work. But you can get a 4-inch T, 3-2-4 T, 3-2-4 increaser T like this one, and you can even get a 4-inch cleanout T where there's a cleanout right here on the back. You'll see T's also have a cleanout on the bottom, so there's different caps, different mechanisms for taking the bottom off. Again, gasketed up on this particular brand, so you don't have no worries there about sealing these self-sealing pipes. So these are the T's. Also black if I didn't say that earlier. Okay, so the most important piece of the install is probably the hardest one to install. This is the actual wall radiation shield. So this here is black. It's covered and protected to keep it from scratching. This is what's going to be on the inside of your wall. This is on the outside. So this is your actual exterior finish, what it's going to look like on the outside, and it's thicker, as you can see there. So it's got a built-in, like kind of for J trim. So you bring your siding and stuff into this in your J, and you can go that way, or you can put it right on the outside of the siding. This is the whole size you would cut. So this is a 4-inch. That's generally around 7 inches across. You're cutting a 7-inch hole in the combustible wall. This protects your pipe because the pipe does have a clearance. Most manufacturers have a 1-inch clearance. Some have more. Check what your manufacturer specifications are before installing. This is actually telescopic length. These two halves go together. So there's an adjustability. So 2x4 wall, 2x6 wall, 2x8, that kind of thing. It can make adjustments. There's also extensions available for this to extend them further for those longer walls if you have a second wall installed on the inside. So it's an extra thick wall. There's proper extensions. You cannot manufacture anything to put in here to add to that. So you have to buy the manufactured specified appliance or specified components for these units. So again, this is telescopic, moves in and out. This is the inside piece. This is the outside. One of the other things that some of the manufacturers do too, and this one in particular, I know ICC does this, is they have multiple versions of this actual wall thimble. So what they have is they have an integrated air thimble as well, where inside will be, there's a little hole on the bottom here for to connect an outside air intake to. So it'll run a pipe down through to the stove. If this is up higher though, you will see a second pipe running down inside your home. It doesn't look as good. So they also make an integrated wall radiation shield where there's a black shield, so it's about the same size as this, goes all the way down the wall, and it's a wall channel as such. So airflow flows down the channel, and then you can connect to the back of your stove without having an unsightly second pipe. So those are things to look at too when you're putting your application together for how you're installing your stove. Last but not least, let's look at the jet cap or the outside wall cap. So these can come in a couple of variations as well. This in particular here, this is what they call a jet cap. This is the final piece on the installation. This one in particular would install this in this position, and it's adjustable. It's locked in place with screws. You can actually tilt this, turn this so that it points down so you don't get any water. They will have a screen in the end as well for to protect from rodents and stuff. They're usually all stainless steel. This is at the end of the system itself. So usually they're finished in a stainless, so it looks good on the outside of your home. This would stick out through the wall about a foot usually on the outside for most manufacturers, but again, check your manufacturer's listed instructions to see. So this is one version. This is the same, it does the same thing. This would be a cap on the outside, kind of resembles a dryer vent cap. You can see where the actual air goes here, your pipe connects on this end, and it sits in this position and would dump out your exhaust from your pellet stove. This is the screen that goes into that. They also make vertical caps as well, so when you're going vertical, so you don't always have to go out through the wall to install your stove. You can actually put it straight up through your home, and there's flanges available for that, and rain caps as well for up on the roof. All right, that concludes our video for pellet venting. I hope you took some value from this. There is a lot of stuff on the market out there, so make sure you actually look at your manufacturer's installation instructions, see how it goes. It should be fairly easy. There's a lot of components from a lot of manufacturers that make this installation very simple. So have yourselves a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe to our page, and thank you so much for making this possible.